Hey, it's Aurora. Yesterday I went to yoga class and learning opportunity happened. I got very angry at myself. Excuse me. I we were doing back bends, and I'm generally I'm very flexible, and so I can get into poses, but to hold them or to find the muscular energy to pick them up, to lift them, I have a much harder time doing, and I feel like I don't understand what the teacher is asking me to do when we're doing some of this work. And the funny thing is so when I get into these spots, as I did yesterday, I got angry. I got very angry at myself, and it got to the point where I just wanted to burst into tears, and which is fine. Sometimes I do that, but like what I did after class is I sat with the feeling. I was just pissed, and I wanted to take it out on everybody else. That's the other thing too. I was like, ooh, people are interacting with me, and I'm not liking what they're bringing to the table because I feel vulnerable right now. And I feel like, oh, this is putting me in a compromised position, even if it wasn't. It was just my outlook, my mindset. And so knowing this now, knowing that I can change my mindset, I'm now able to pull myself out of these kind of negative whirlpools or like panic attacks or whatnot. But I guess what was really helpful yesterday was the practice of pulling myself out of a negative whirlpool, but also being able to take the information that I got just by observation and applying it and understanding my past a little better. Because when I moved to LA 2 years ago, I had a myriad of stressful things going on, which kind of debilitated me. I was depressed for probably the first 4 to 6 months here. I was a wreck, and I spent a lot of time not being able to get out of bed. But what I realized yesterday is the reason that I couldn't do that. The reason I was so depressed was because of my thoughts, or the headspace I was in, which was bad. I was beating myself up for a lot of stuff that was beyond my control, or I thought was beyond my control, actually. I could have pulled myself out, but I didn't realize it. And so, finding these little places, negative spots, if you can pull yourself out of them and just kind of look and watch with fascination, you'll learn a lot about yourself, and you'll be able to help yourself move forward in the future when you find these spots. Because man, 2 years ago I would not have been able to pull myself out of yesterday. Absolutely no way. I would have spent the whole day in bed asleep. But yesterday I did, because I stopped blaming myself for thinking I was anything less than who I am. So are you doing that? Where are you doing that? And how can you transform those less than ideal situations that put you into some sort of negative headspace? How can you transform them into a growing opportunity, into a place where you can say, oh, I've just learned this about myself, and now next time I have a stronger tool to use to pull me out and make this a better situation, because I am completely in control of myself and my body, and it's my choice to do as I will. So know that when you're in those crappy headspaces, you can pull yourself out. You just take the time to understand and get familiar with what you're working with.